2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Portland trailblazers up against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. And we're in the era of the point guard, one of the best here tonight in Damian Lillard. Kenny, how's he able to score so well at his size?
Lightning quick, on and off the ball. So that's difficult to guard. And when you're a deadly shooter in the clutch, what else do you need, Ernie?
Ernie, for the second time in this game's history, I'm going to give Kenny another compliment.
Oh, man.
He reminds me of Kenny because he needs very little room to get off a shot. And he finishes at a high rate in traffic, just like Mr. Smith over there.
Oh, I'll pass it inside the Shaq then. I'll pass it inside the Shack, and you know what happens there?
Rejected.
Nope, passed inside to the big fella for the dunk.
Here's Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
I gave you another compliment.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Western Conference matchup as the Portland Trailblazers come into town in this game. It's a Nuggets home game. The fans around us are amped up here in the Pepsi Center. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Trailblazers start out with the ball.
Really crushing the glass last season were the Nuggets, 7th overall in the league in rebounding and 2nd in offensive rebounds, which created a lot of second chance opportunities.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And that's the explosive speed once again from Barton. Blew past the D on the drive to the rim.
And talking about the Nuggets, they've been a good rebounding team now for a while.
Yeah, top 10 in the league over the past 7 seasons. Not a lot of people talk about their rebounding prowess, but the boards are one of those sneaky places where they can get possession and control the game a bit.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
Here's Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up.
There's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the shooter.
From 15 feet away, Harris's shot is off.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to speak with Terry Stotts. He said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got his first 2 points. Murray kicks to Jokic. An easy 2 points on the layup.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. You're in a great group.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Now, here's Jokic after Enes Kanter's miss. Barton outside. Nailed from three-point land. Barton's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Shoots off the screen. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
When you look at Paul Millsap's career and just how much has changed from being the role player in Utah and scoring around the basket. He expanded his game to the three-point line. Now that scoring and that rebounding is a huge part of what they need here in Denver.
And Aminu kicks to Lillard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Outside for Murray. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And talking Millsap, you really do know what you're going to get from him year in and year out.
Yeah, it's super consistent. It goes beyond the stats. He plays with great passion. He's tough. He wants to win basketball games, and that desire shows up every night. The interesting thing is about Paul Millsap being a carrier for this ball club. It's a role he's still getting used to.
And yes, it's good. 7 points for Will Barton.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to Aminu. Portland moving the ball around. To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, that's power and explosiveness. Aminu can take a hit and still bury the shot.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And for Jokic, just keeps getting better, Brent, but always stays very grounded in terms of his personality.
Yeah, I think his brothers had a lot to do with that. You just don't see the big ego coming out of him. In fact, you see a guy who's enjoying the game. He smiles, he's laughing with teammates, he enjoys being with this group and around this coaching staff. And he went as far as to say that he plays every game as a game of pickup basketball in his hometown. I need to travel over there and get in that game.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, it's not a secret that the strength of this ball club is in the backcourt. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, these are one of the better pairings in the league in terms of their scoring, playmaking, and devastation that they can provide on the offensive end. Unfortunately, it has not gotten them to the point where they've gotten enough complementary players to go as far as they would like in the postseason.
Beasley hangs in the air, and Plumlee kicks to Craig. Drills it from outside. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And as great as the backcourt is for the Blazers, Brent, they know they need to add more.
Yeah, Evan Turner himself has said that we need more than just Dame and CJ, and the team has lacked a third scoring option for quite some time. The general manager said the roster's a work in progress, so we'll see if they can make some kind of changes to put them over the hump.
Now Beasley after the missed three from Evan Turner, and stolen by Hood. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Poked loose. Jokic with the steal. Here's Craig. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Turner. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Denver on D. It's a 13-point game. Here's Turner. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I like the way Turner uses his body on the inside, not scared of that kind of contact, and throwing a bit of his weight around.
Morris against Curry. Morris outside. And again, Denver no good. Outside Turner. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Here's Craig from deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
That's a quick way to build the lead. But, Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
Jokic is out there with Plumlee, and it's Morris in at the point guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far. Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Outside Curry. There's a screen by Collins. Hood, the pass to Curry. They set the pick. Kicks it to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Turner. Morris with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering that?
I think the offenses would pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Will Barton comes in for Torrey Craig. Harris is checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And really deep three that time. That's 10 points for Will Barton.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Lillard misses.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Trailblazers trail by 12. McCollum outside. They get the rebound.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Murray, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Hood. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hood's got his first 2 points of the night. Lillard against Murray. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's a screen by Kanter. McCollum kicks to Kanter. From 12 feet out. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Yeah, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now here is Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And you look at Kanter's numbers, you would have thought he would have gotten more minutes playing over the years.
Yeah, kind of interesting that he's averaged a little over 20 minutes a game thus far, and the NBA is now about stretching the floor and matching up against multi-positional players, and maybe that's keeping Ennis from pushing the 30-minute mark.
Douglas is checked in for the Trailblazers. Against Murray, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Kanter kicks to McCollum. Back to Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. Out to Harris. Pass to Plumlee. Murray outside. Martin from outside. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's the floater. They get it back.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Will Barton think that this is a guy who came out of nowhere, but he was a 5-star recruit back in high school. Interesting thing is that he has not grown all that much since his time in high school, but certainly his game has.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Malik Beasley comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
One shot.
That free throw good from Barton. And, of course, Barton's second-round pick struggled early to find his niche in this game.
Yeah, another one of those guys that had to have a little bit of time in the developmental league in the first couple seasons. We're all about the learning process, and then, boom, the light goes on, the shooting starts to improve. He gets in the right system, he gets the right opportunity. He's been a very strong contributor ever since.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For Denver, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. An exciting team in Denver these days, and their fans are letting them know it.
Yeah, they're starting to get fired up in Denver. The arena sold out 14 times last year compared to just 3 times the year before. So for decades, this has been a football town. Nuggets starting to garner some attention with the type of roster and the way that they play.
And Morris drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 11. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. There's a screen by Collins. Here's Harkless. The pass to Kerr. Now here's Harkless. Passes it to Collins. He dishes it to McCollum. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Jokic, that's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
McCollum with the ball. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
He felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so we conclude the first half. Denver on top, leading by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another.
Being lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Kind of like what Will Barton has done in this game.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Here's Murray. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Harkless is out there with Aminu, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Jokic, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Lillard. The Nugget shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And it's Millsap, that time on the assist from Harris.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The Trailblazers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And such a great shooting stroke for Gary Harris. Brent starting to become a guy who can create as well for others.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he has a score-first mentality, but he's capable of doing that, and he's really about the team. He really does whatever it is that the staff is asking of him. He's surrounded by some good young talent, and he seems to fit right in with everything that goes on top of the responsibilities that Mike Malone gives him.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. And here's McCollum for three. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, he's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Brent, we've got great dunkers now, but you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, so too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still
Sean Kemp.
Oh, so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top.
Yeah.
MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
And a wide open look for McCollum.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And a miss there off the inbound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Well, defenses gear up to stop McCollum from the three-point line, but he can get around you into mid-range and settle in from there.
And that one's good. Barton.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Trailblazers trail by 12. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's Aminu in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Denver's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Jokic with it. Cantor cover. Millsap passes to Jokic. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
McCollum with the screen on Murray. And Cantor now top the key. Dishes to McCollum. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. Here is Lillard. He has 7. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Down low. Here's Lillard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Timeout. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative.
Craig, he's checked in for Will Barton. Malik Beasley comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Collins checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for C.J. McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 14. The Blazers known for their explosive offense, but Brent, their defense became one of the stronger in the league.
Yeah, I think that's what propelled them to the 3rd seed, top 5 last season, and a lot of defensive metrics, great rebounders, and a good job of challenging shots. They play in a bit of a drop position where they're always protecting the paint and not overextending themselves. It's been successful for the coaching staff.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Rodney Hood. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Aminu misses. The Nuggets leading by 12. Beasley, the pass to Jokic. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Burning up the defense right now is Millsap on the interior, just finding enough space to create scoring chances.
There's a screen by Collins. Curry kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Morris passes to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Outside for Millsap. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Trailblazers trail by 11. 1:11 left to play in the 3rd. Jokic against Collins. They get a hand on it. Beasley with the steal. Outside Millsap. Here's Craig. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Interesting, Kevin. I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
First one falls for him. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And Portland with a change here, too. Harkless is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. He's perfect from the line this time. Trailblazers trail by 13. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here's Beasley. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Harkless. Shot from free throw range. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Beasley, here we go. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Morris is out there with Beasley, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. Wasted no time on that one. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Martin from outside, but they'll get another chance. Back to Beasley. Morris right side. Millsap up top, over Harkless. Millsap misses.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Now here's Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Over Plumlee. Again the miss by Lillard.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense, because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look. They survived it.
Millsap with it, defended by Harkless. Millsap passes to Beasley. Wants to get it to Barton and does. And Plumlee kicks to Millsap. And that one goes long.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time. Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Pass to Lillard. Outside for Curry. Beasley with the steal. Plumlee the pass to Morris.
Take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers, and part of the NBA since 1970, and the phrase Rip City, which has stuck with the team ever since winning that title back in 1977.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Gary Harris in for Beasley. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Turner. And McCollum subbed in for Curry. And Morris drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and create.
Denver. Denver on D. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Cantor with a screen on Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Cantor with a screen on Barton. McCollum outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Cantor. High arcing shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. The Nuggets leading by 18. Here's Murray using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, that's a crafty finish around the basket. Murray fearing nobody on that possession.
They set the pick. There's a screen by Cantor. And the basket by McCollum.
Love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Harris passes to Jokic. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
Now here's Harkless. Cantor sets the pick for Harkless. It's hauled in by Harris. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert. Last season, the Blazers were at a bit of a crossroads, wondering if they should start over and make some major changes. Some rumblings at the trade deadline of maybe one of their diminutive guard positions might have been on the move, but they stayed with the group. Terry Stotts did a remarkable job and made some slight changes to the game plan and got them to the 3rd seed.
That free throw good from Barton. With the core of Lillard and McCollum, not easy to break that up.
Well, as bad as the first round might have been for the Blazers last year in terms of getting swept, it's very unique to have that kind of skill in the backcourt and hard to give up on. It's a team that won 13 straight in 2018, so the talent is there. It's just about the pieces and establishing a new chemistry with those pieces that'll be imperative for the Blazers.
Time called.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Trailblazers trail by 20. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Cantor with a screen on Harris. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 18 points for C.J. McCollum.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Now, here's Jokic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Denver.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's McCollum, following the score by Jamal Murray. Here's Jokic. Lets a floater go, and it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Jamal Murray. Cantor sets the pick for McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. It's stolen by Aminu. Jokic with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Millsap, he can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way. To the inside. Harkless with the bucket.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
And now Portland on the break. Lets it go. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Harris outside. And here's Millsap from the arc. Count it.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.